52. Mike 52. You better bring it. You better bring it.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers, his throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession. Defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Ready, black 25. Get ready, get ready. Here we go.
On third down, Winston sliding out of the pocket, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready, blue ready. Like 52. Take me up. Here we go. Easy.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston. That's complete to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And the Ravens 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside.
Run and pass, but in this case with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Henry running right, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Winston now to throw on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. We're scoreless after 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Williams. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. From the gun, Winston. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
57. Mike, 57. Flip. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Winston. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jameis to throw it. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Winston, flush to his right. He makes fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying...
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Tried. Find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and 6.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I'm going to come back to you.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Winston now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And it's 3rd and 4. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking long for his tight end read. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
18 Gator.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Winston looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. After the penalty, it's Henry. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? Flash, put it back behind. Flip, flip, flip. Nice 57, run. We ain't giving up nothing with that. 57. Easy. Pretty quiet. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got one. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second and 9, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Green, Timothy.
To throw is Winston. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. 3rd and long for Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
8, read. I got you. I got you. Now.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Winston. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
He'll look to throw. And it's brought in by Washington. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Staley now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Winston.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
58 to Mike. 51. Yeah. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know you felt that one. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set, ready, 18 Gator.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the...
That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Winston. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Throwing, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Running with Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ravens 42-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Bravo. Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's get it. Hatchet, hatchet.
General West. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take? And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go there. 94.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Bills, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week to take on the